Valley Club, the official recommendations for the Professor X saga are out. Are they good ones? Are they just the latest characters? I got my thoughts for this video. Also, some huge stat upgrades are available right now. That's right, Gear Tier 20 is officially available. We got some big ones to choose from. I'm gonna upgrade Odin in this video to see how strong he gets. And because of the traveling, because of all the increased video schedule, we're pushing it back to Wednesday this week. It is Mailbag Wednesday, unfortunately. But we are answering your questions from the mailbag. And if you're ready for all of that and more, then Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day. We're answering your mailbag questions in this video. We got Professor X saga official recommendations. And yeah, we're gonna upgrade Odin on this. Gear Tier 20 is available right now. But if you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button for even more Marvel Strike Force content, and ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new one goes up. But today, it is a big day for the official content creator Cosmic Crucible Tournament 5C. It is back and it is going on later today. So the date is today, Wednesday, March 19th. It's going on from 12 p.m. Pacific to 3 p.m. Pacific. So it's gonna be my time from 1 to 4. Big tournament details. The winner will be able to pick another stage for Cosmic Crucible. All characters in this tournament are going to be level 105, Gear Tier 19, 7 yellow, 7 red, purple ISO 8, I guess level 3, level 3 purple ISO 8, no diamonds, and all characters available up to null. So I think that means null is available. We will see. There's going to be another video right before the tournament is scheduled, so look out for that video. But as we jump into the game, the official Professor X saga, it has a timer in the game. As I'm recording this, 26 more days, but we click on the I button, as described in the inbox mail and the data mines that we saw from last week. Official recommendations for Professor X. So 5 squads, use the following to his Gear Tier 20. Now, not all of them you will need Gear Tier 20, but to get to each boss, to finish each boss, you will need to have these characters at Gear Tier 20. I don't think the city characters actually, but the rest of these, yes. Any city recommended: Vigilante, Blade, and Oath. So these are pretty much all the characters that have been released post-Ares. So all the characters that have the updated stats. Vigilante, now I'm not thinking it's gonna be the rework. So probably not Punisher, probably not Elektra. Maybe you wanna bring them in there because as with all the other Dark Dimensions, it's the most effective characters. That's one set of characters you could bring. You could also bring the characters saying, screw Dark Dimension, I'm just gonna focus on the characters that I'm gonna use after Dark Dimension. You could bring that set of characters in there as well. Or you could just bring the set, I just wanna get into Dark Dimension right away. So you could bring the cheaper characters or based on kind of the resources you have. So sometimes the resources you get are RNG. So sometimes you might not be able to get the ideal candidates for this. But as far as the Vigilante characters, the characters that I think they are recommending are the newer ones, the Modern Daredevil, Silver Sable, Hit Monkey. Those are probably gonna be the best recommendations, along with Blade, along with Oath, because they have the updated stats. Now, Orcus does also have the updated stats. Apocalypse does not, but he is such a strong character that's still in the meta even after all these years. That's what I'm expecting with Professor X, because there's such a long chase for Professor X. Well, maybe not as long as Apocalypse, but it is he's gonna be a good character for a while. Ares also is gonna be recommended, so I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of enemies with Safeguard. We will see hero global characters, so Liberty, the newer Liberty characters probably, so Peggy, we have Patriot, and the Falcon Joaquin are probably gonna be the good ones to bring there. Old Man Logan, very good. Jean Grey, also a good candidate there. Probably some other global characters that you might want to bring as well. I will have my official recommendations later, but these are the Scopely recommendations, and these are pretty much the newest characters, or the newest characters with these traits in the game. Villain Cosmic Annihilators, Mephisto, as I'm recording this, no, not available yet, but will be available later this week. So if you have access to Null, that would be a good character. Obviously, these latest characters are usually the best to bring in. And then any hero cosmic characters, they are recommending Starjammers. I don't know if their kit really supports that unless they're having some Cosmic Crucible rules, but Lilandra will be required. You do need Lilandra. Odin, very good character. Kahori, very good character. I'm not sure what you want to do with the rest. I'm not sure if Howard and Havoc are going to be the best recommendations, but let me know if these recommendations from Scopely change anything that you're going to do as far as the Professor X saga. And we got some Mystic gear that arrived, and probably the most effective way if you want to clear that Professor X saga the quickest probably is just to hoard this. So you may want to hoard this if the Professor X saga is the most important goal for you. Also, you can start equipping these on characters in order. So as we know, the city section is the first section. So you may want to equip it on characters like Blade or Oath, but then there's a third rationale of ways to equip it. The characters that are going to benefit you right now. And for me, I'm going to go with that one. I think Odin is a no-brainer. He is in the last section of the Professor X saga. So this might not be the most efficient method for getting through the saga the quickest. But as far as getting the benefit right now, arena character, Crucible character, war character, anywhere you use him, you are going to get benefits. I'm going to build up Odin right now, and I think we could do 2 pieces. So this middle piece, we have enough of this Crimson Uru that we can just build it up right now. So let's just craft this, equip it on him, and we'll see. Actually, before we equip it, let's see what the stats are right now. He has health 12 million, damage 718,000. So let's equip this on him. Boom, and that should give him some stat upgrades. Now, we have 2 pieces to choose from. This one has health, damage, and focus. 3,000 health, 250 damage, 250 focus. Not as good as the bottom one. As we see, we got 3,000 health, 2,300 damage, 50 focus. Let's do this one. That's all we could equip right now. And let's go back and compare. So health went up by about 3 million. Damage went up by about 100,000 just from those 2 pieces. And unfortunately, they changed it. So you need all of these pieces with the gear tier 20 pieces. So Odin is a very expensive character. Not the best character to do right away if you want to get through Professor X efficiently. But I kind of want to see what his stats are. So 1.5 million Odins are going to be in the wild, and higher than that if you get more of these gear pieces equipped. And it is time to catch up on the mailbag questions of the week. Unfortunately, we were delaying this video till Wednesday just because of all the other videos that we had to release in the schedule. But I want to get your questions answered, and I want to give a big shout out to everybody that left a question for the mailbag. And if you want to leave a question for one of these future mailbag videos, which we do every week, hopefully we'll be back to the Monday schedule soon. But make sure if you want to leave a question for it, go down in the comments, go to the Discord, go to the mailbags question channel on Discord, ask your question there. That's where I get all the questions from for these mailbag videos, just because it's the easiest for me to locate all of them. But first question, hey Valley, love the videos. Any idea when Gene Red Stars will be made available for promos? So thank you, my brother. I'm glad that you enjoy the videos. Now, if we look at the blog post, and this is the blog post from February 28th, I think this gives us insight on when we could see Gene and probably Hercules at the same time. So normally at the beginning of the month, they make some characters farmable and they add some characters to bumps. Now at the beginning of March, they added Emma Frost, Ancient One to the bumps. So the astral characters, the battlefield, the battle world characters. So that means the next team on the schedule should be the Uncanny Avengers, which means that added to the bumps and usually to the Red Star store as well at that time. Sometimes they delay it because they had some event for it. Sometimes it's a little before the bumps, but usually around the bumps. So if we're looking at this as an example, probably the end of March, beginning of April is when we could see Gene and them added to the bump. So that's the basic Ultimus Mega Premium and the supply section orbs, and then probably those Red Star stores. Well, beginning of April, end of March, probably end of March is when I'm guessing for this. All right, next question. Hey Valley, what's up? What's up, brother? All right, what is your favorite character release? Mine is Nightcrawler, 15 shard unlock. He's still relevant today. We need more Nightcrawler type releases. I'm sure everyone will get later, pal. We were just talking about Odin, a mythic character, and I would say that the mythic releases have been my favorite releases in Marvel Strike Force. Yeah, they're not easy releases. You can go for an easy release, but I'd say that the harder releases that you have to work for me, are more satisfying, so I enjoy them the most. Now, Ultimus and Kestrel doesn't count because Kestrel had a normal release characters, got added to Dark Dimension later, and Ultimus, when I unlocked him, he was the overflow character from all your extra shards, so that is how he got unlocked for me. But the rest of these characters, they have to work for it, build up a lot of teams, and then eventually unlock them. This felt very satisfying at the time. Now, some of them are outdated, like Ultron, like Dr. Doom, kind of Dormammu, but most of these characters are outdated. But At the Scopely Player Summit that we were at, one of the things in an interview that we did, one of the questions they asked me, what was your favorite experience in Marvel Strike Force? And I thought about it. It was the Apocalypse Chase. The Apocalypse Chase was fun. And I was surprised that a lot of other players that were there gave that same answer. That 4-year chase, if you were playing at the time, it felt very good. Now, if you came in anytime after that, didn't feel as good. The characters were outdated. The story wasn't, didn't make as much sense. There wasn't as much hype. But going through it at the time, going back through the Apocalypse Saga, when it was released, it was new. It was fun, it was a different thing, and it was kind of hard that we had to work towards it. So I did enjoy the Apocalypse release most, but you know, Mephisto we had to work towards, Skrull we had to work towards. Odin was a little easier than some of these other ones, but I do enjoy these mythical character releases as far as my favorites. So, but if I had to pick one, it would probably be Apocalypse, just because of the hype during that time. Valley, much love. Maybe I'm colorblind or missing something. What color is gear 20? It seems like 19 and 20 are the same. Keep on smashing. We actually have an answer from Brother Havoc here. Each 3 gear tiers are the same. So gear tier 16, 17, 18 are the same. 19, 20, and eventually gear tier 21 when it comes in 2026. That will be also Crimson. So answer to your question, they are the same. 19 and 20 are the same. They're the same color. If you go and look at it, the illustration of this in the game, Armory 18, 17, and 16, these are all teal. So the teal are these 3 traits. For Armory, it would be 13. We don't have an Armory 13 orb, but the beginning of the orange gear was 13, then 14, 15, all the same color. Now the different pieces of uniques are going to be different. So if we look at the unique pieces here, they are different. So 16s are going to be different than 17s, 17s are different than 18s, but the border, the color border are going to be the same. So Havoc is exactly right. Gear tier 19, 20, and the eventual 21 will have the exact same crimson or red or whatever you want to call it, but it's going to be the exact same color of that border. And now we are all caught up with the mailbag questions of the week. Big shout out to everybody that left a question for this week's video. And if you want to get a question answered in next week's video, which hopefully will be on Monday, make sure you go to the Discord, leave your question in the mailbag channel, the mailbag question channel, and I will answer it next week. So hopefully you have a great rest of the week. Hopefully you can stop by the stream for the Cosmic Crucible tournament. That should be going on later today. And there should be some giveaways and a bunch of stuff like that. Twitch shops are active. So thanks, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out.